Hey everyone, and of course welcome to the next edition of Forum Bites. In this episode we have a conversation about handing over the moderator role and a few tips and tricks to help make it successful. So you're coming up to your handover as moderator. Your term is coming to an end and you're getting ready to hand over to the moderator-elect. And you're sitting wondering, what is the best way to do that? The first thing I would recommend is make sure your moderator-elect is trained. That's really important. I took over untrained when I first became a moderator, and I regretted it for the first 3 months because my training came after I took over. And in the end, I had to request an extension to my tenure as moderator because I did such a bad job at the beginning because I didn't do my training. Also, for your handover, make sure that you've done a follow-up forum health survey. It's really good to be able to have something to compare to, in other words, when you began and when you ended, to be able to drive discussion within the group about your term as moderator. The biggest suggestion I can give anyone is always end your moderator role by reminding everyone about the beginning, where you've come from. The actual journey is really important, not just the destination. What I did was I actually kept track of all of my forum members' goals they said they would achieve during my tenure at each meeting, and I also kept track of the ones they did achieve. So I could remind them of how many they actually achieved or didn't achieve or where they've come from, to remind them of the overall journey, so we could have a true and factual discussion of what we did right and what we did wrong. A lot of moderators always ask me this: do I talk more about what I did wrong or what I did right? It depends on your tenure. I know for me personally, I spoke more about what I did wrong and what I learnt and what I think we should do as a group, rather than the things that I did well. Because I was there to learn, and primarily, as you know, we more learn from our mistakes than actually our achievements. The other thing as well is make sure that when your forum members are giving a review of yourself, of your leadership as moderator, make sure they also have time to give an opinion on themselves during your term. What are they going to do differently or maintain if it's working really well for the new moderator? What is the one thing that they've learned from your term that can make not only their forum experience better, but also the overall forum experience lifted to the next level? Because it's really important at this time to remind your forum that the forum experience is not run by one person. It's actually a group effort. It just has to be one person, of course, driving the rudder, but the rudder doesn't make up the whole ship. Now, obviously, sometimes with handovers, these things can be rushed. It needs to be on the agenda because this handover is really important, not only for the person who's coming in, but also for the person who's going out. The last suggestion I would give for anyone handing over the moderator role is remember, you're handing over the moderator role. Don't try and be a backseat driver. I've seen a lot of people try and be the second chef in the kitchen, and it can make it very, very difficult for the incoming moderator to get their own feel of the leadership role and have the forum understand that there's a new person who's now running the rudder. So remember, when you're handing over, and you then become a normal forum member who may be able to bounce out ideas off the new incoming moderator, but remember, you are no longer the person leading the forum. And I know that's sometimes difficult. As always, if anyone's got any questions whatsoever, please leave them in the comments section. If you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button now. And as always, I'll see you somewhere in the next episode.